Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs for mobile optimized ebooks. Please install GKToday Academy app and you can get the current affairs of entire year. One more important thing, we have started a series for UPSC prelims. If you are preparing for that exam, please watch that series. Also, for the notification of all the updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description as well as in the pinned comment. So now let's start the quiz. Where is the headquarters of IFAD, that is International Fund for Agricultural Development? So the headquarters is in Rome in Italy. It should be noted that it is a UN agency which works to eliminate hunger and poverty. Now recently IFAD was in news as the 43rd session of IFAD held in Rome in Italy, and the theme of this event was investing in sustainable food system to end hunger by 2030. Now Rome is in Italy, and recently Italy was in news as it imposed web tax on digital companies, and this tax is similar to GAFA tax of France. GAFA stands for Google, Apple, Facebook, Amazon. So this tax was imposed by France, and this web tax is a similar tax that was imposed by Italy, and it is effective from 1st of January 2020. Now the headquarters of FAO is also in Rome. FAO stands for Food and Agriculture Organization. The School Health and Wellness Ambassador Initiative has been launched under which scheme? So this is an initiative under Ayushman Bharat scheme, and for this initiative the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of Human Resource Development collaborated. So the present Health Minister is Dr. Harshvardhan and present Education Minister or HRD Minister is Mr. Ramesh Nishank. So under this School Health and Wellness Ambassador Initiative, 2 teachers in every school will be designated Health and Wellness Ambassador, and they will create awareness about the health issues. What is the theme of World Radio Day that was observed on 13th of February? So the theme was Radio and Diversity. It should be noted that every year on 13th of February this World Radio Day is celebrated, and this year the campaign was We Are Radio, We Are Diversity. So this was the campaign and this was the theme. Now it should be noted that the resolution to celebrate World Radio Day was adopted by United Nations General Assembly in 2013. Pradhanmantri Wan-Dhan Yojana is a flagship scheme of which union ministry? So it is an initiative of Ministry of Tribal Affairs, and the objective of this initiative is to create livelihood for tribal people by using the forest produce, and for this purpose Wan-Dhan Kendras are set up for the branding and packaging of this forest produce. Now recently this initiative was in news because Union Minister for Tribal Affairs Mr. Arjun Munda inaugurated a workshop on this initiative. Mr. Arjun Munda was also in news as recently he was elected as the President of Archery Association of India, and recently he sent a proposal to Ministry of Home Affairs to include Ladakh into 6th schedule of Indian Constitution. Presently 4 states are under 6th schedule of Indian Constitution. These states are A, T, M, M, that is Assam, Tripura, Mizoram and Meghalaya. Now it should be noted that areas which are covered under 6th schedule and areas which are part of ILP, in these 2 regions the Citizenship Amendment Act won't be applicable. Now recently ILP was in news as recently ILP was implemented in Manipur. So right now in 4 states inner line permit is implemented. These are Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram. All these 4 states share border boundary with Myanmar. Recently Myanmar was in news as Gambia, an African country, filed a case against Myanmar for human rights violations of Rohingya Muslims. Now answer in comment box in which court this case was filed. What is the capital package that was recently approved for the infusion in 3 state-owned general insurance companies? So this package is rupee 2500 crores and this is going to be infused in 3 insurance companies. These 3 insurance companies are government owned and these are United India Insurance, National Insurance Company and Oriental Insurance Company. So this money is going to be infused in these 3 government sector general insurance companies. Insurance regulator is IRDAI, headquarter is in Hyderabad in Telangana, and presently IRDAI is a 10-member body including its chairman. Present chairman is Mr. Subhash Chandra. So this IRDAI has total 10 members. Out of these 10, 5 are full-time members and 4 are part-time members and 1 chairman. The direct tax Vivad se Vishwas scheme is to cover the pending litigation of which tribunal as per the recent approval by Union Cabinet. So recently, Union Cabinet approved the amendment of direct tax Vivad se Vishwas bill. And now it also covers the litigations that are pending in DRT. DRT stands for Debt Recovery Tribunal. So now this Vivad se Vishwas scheme can provide benefits where the recovery is up to 5 crore rupees. This Vivad se Vishwas initiative is aimed at providing resolution of disputes that are related to direct taxes. Now it should be noted, last year the central government started a similar scheme for indirect tax dispute resolution and the name of this scheme was Sabka Vishwas. Which product is recently banned in all airports and aircrafts by BCAS? BCAS stands for Bureau of Civil Aviation Security. So recently BCAS has notified that it has banned e-cigarettes and similar products in all airports and aircrafts in our country. Now it should be noted that last year Health Ministry banned the production, sales and import of e-cigarettes including ENDS. What is the full form of ENDS? ENDS stands for Electronic Nicotine Delivery System. Now if we talk about BCAS, it is Bureau of Civil Aviation Security and it is an attached office of Ministry of Civil Aviation. The present minister is Mr. Hardeep Puri and he is also holding the portfolio of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Now recently Civil Aviation Ministry was in news as it is going to be the implementing authority of Krishi Udan scheme. Answer in comment box what is the objective of this Krishi Udan scheme. Every year on 7th of December, the International Civil Aviation Day is observed. Who was recently appointed as new president of ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants. So Mr. Atul Kumar Gupta was recently appointed as the new president of ICAI. If we talk about few other appointments, recently Mr. Michael Patra was appointed as the Deputy Governor of RBI. On the other hand, Mr. Harshvardhan Sringla has been appointed as new Foreign Secretary. Previously, he was the Indian Ambassador to USA. Now, Mr. Taranjeet Singh Sandhu has been appointed as Indian Ambassador in USA. On the other hand, recently Mr. Vinay Mohan has been appointed as Indian Ambassador in Nepal. The previous Indian Ambassador in Nepal was Mr. Manjeev Singh Puri. On the other hand, Mr. Ajay Bisaria has been appointed as India's High Commissioner in Canada. Wendel Rodrigues, who passed away recently, was associated to which field? So, he was associated to fashion designing and he passed away recently. He was a well-known promoter of Khadi. Amit Panghal, who was seen in news recently, is associated to which sports? So he is associated to boxing, and recently he has been ranked first by the International Olympic Committee's Boxing Task Force, and with this he became the first Indian boxer to be ranked first in more than a decade. Last time Vijender Singh was ranked first in 2009. Now it should be noted that International Boxing Association is currently suspended. Which country recently ratified the North Atlantic Treaty to be the member of NATO? NATO stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So recently, Republic of North Macedonia ratified North Atlantic Treaty to be the member of NATO. The membership of Republic of North Macedonia was previously opposed by Greece, and later both countries signed an agreement, and as per that agreement, the present Republic of North Macedonia changed its name. So this Republic of North Macedonia is new name. The previous name was Macedonia. Now if we talk about NATO, it is North Atlantic Treaty Organization. The headquarters of NATO is in Brussels in Belgium, and recently, that means in 2019, the NATO summit held in UK, and that year elections also held in UK, and Mr. Boris Johnson got re-elected as the Prime Minister of UK, and recently Mr. Rishi Sunak has been named as the new Finance Minister of UK. He is the son-in-law of Mr. Narayan Murthy. Now UK was also in news because of Brexit, as UK left European Union on 31st of January 2020. Now answer in comment box, after Brexit, how many countries are there in European Union? F-15EX fighter aircraft, which was recently in news, is manufactured by which aerospace company? So it is manufactured by Boeing, and recently it was announced that this company has asked license from US authorities so that it can export this fighter aircraft to Indian Air Force. Now Boeing is a US based company. If we talk about US, recently US President Mr. Donald Trump was acquitted by the Senate in impeachment trial. Now answer in comment box, as per which article of Indian Constitution the President of India can be impeached. USA was also in news because of its decision to establish US Space Force. Apart from that, recently US was also in news as for the first time Sikhs in USA will be counted as a separate ethnic group in the 2020 census of US. Which Indian activist was recently presented with the prestigious Dan David Prize? So recently Miss Geeta Sen was presented this prestigious Dan David Prize, and this is given by the Dan David Foundation, and the headquarters of this foundation is at Tel Aviv University, and this university is in Israel. Ms. Geeta Sen is the director of Public Health Foundation of India. Hunar Haat is an initiative of which union ministry? So it is an initiative of Ministry of Minority Affairs, and under this initiative a platform is provided to the artisans, craftsmen, so that they can show their talent. And recently the Hunar Haat was inaugurated in Indore in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh was also in news as recently India's first e-waste clinic was started in Madhya Pradesh in Bhopal. Now answer in comment box, is there any bench of NGT, that is National Green Tribunal, in Bhopal? Indian Naval Station Shivaji is located in which Indian state or union territory? So INS Shivaji is located in Maharashtra, and recently it was in news as President Mr. Ramnath Kovind presented President's Color to INS Shivaji, and this President's Color is the highest honor given to a military unit. So this was presented to the INS Shivaji. Now Maharashtra was also in news as the state government decided to set up a panel to boost forest tourism. In addition to that, recently the state cabinet announced 5 days week for government employees. That means government employees will have to work from Monday to Friday and they will have Saturday and Sunday as holiday. UN Security Council has recently approved a resolution for ceasefire in which country? So this country is Libya, and Libya is politically unstable since 2011 after the death of its leader Gaddafi. Capital of Libya is Tripoli, and Libya is a African country. It is in North Africa. It shares border boundary with Mediterranean Sea. Answer in comment box which strait connect Mediterranean Sea with Atlantic Ocean. Which country has unveiled its first artificial intelligence police officer, Ella? So recently New Zealand unveiled its first artificial intelligence police officer, Ella. Ella stands for Electronic Lifelike Assistant. New Zealand is the least corrupt country as per Corruption Perception Index. New Zealand and Denmark are the least corrupt, while Somalia is most corrupt country as per this index. And this is published by Transparency International. Headquarters of Transparency International is in Germany. Now answer in comment box as per this Corruption Perception Index, what is India's ranking? Which country recently approved the sale of an integrated air defense weapon system to India? So recently USA approved the sale of integrated air defense weapon systems to India. USA was also in news as recently USA withdrew GSP benefits from India. As per USA, India is now a developed country and therefore it is not eligible to enjoy the benefits of GSP. So these were the important questions of today's quiz. Thank you, and that's all for the day.